The year is 2385. Time travel is now possible, but it is barely out of its infancy stage and has unique and horrific consequences should there be an error of any kind. This is a tale of time travelers who experienced such an event. A group of time travelers found themselves catapulted 100 million years into the past during the Cretaceous period. Much to their shock and horror, a simple miscalculation or software error during pre-planning was all it took to lose track and transport them into oblivion. "Where the fuck are we?" Sarah asked. She was one of the two mission scientists responsible for studying and gathering artifacts. Jerry, the mission reporter, was dumbfounded by what he was observing. "This looks like a scene from one of those dinosaur movies where the kids almost get eaten," he said. The commander looked at his tablet and shook his head. "We are in a lot of trouble, and I don't just mean the wildlife surrounding us. It's clear we have transported back much farther than we planned. This will end our mission much sooner than expected." "Are you saying we will all be eaten by some sort of wildlife?" Jerry asked. "I think that's the most ridiculous thing you've said all day," the commander replied. "No, dumb shit. This is quantum physics. Didn't you study any of the material you were given to prepare?" The commander continued. "We will all soon disintegrate as our matter returns to its original time and state. The further back in time we go, the faster this process occurs. If we had landed in Egypt as planned, we would have had months before we dissolved and reverted back to our original time. I can only guess we have days now." "Dissolve?" Sarah asked. "Like a bar of soap?" "Sort of," the commander replied, "but much slower and more painful. Eventually, we will revert into a mist and then disappear entirely as our matter returns to 2020. "And why is that?" Pearson asked. He was a retired military man added to the mission for security reasons. Commander Pillbottom explained, "The same matter cannot occupy the same time for long, and new matter is forced by quantum gravity to revert back to its original time. It's basic physics." "Basic for you," Pearson replied. "I've never heard of that theory, and I used to teach this stuff at a college level. Are you sure about your numbers? Days seems awful fast to me." Pillbottom explained further. "Even if it took months for our matter to revert back to our original time, we would soon be incapacitated and turn to dust. I can only imagine we will start to feel the effects in a few hours." "What kind of effects are you talking about?" Sarah asked. "Bleeding would be my first guess, as our vessels become permeable," Pillbottom replied. "Breathing would be next, as our lung tissue would become ineffective." "Holy crap!" Pearson exclaimed. "I only took this job to supplement my retirement. I didn't sign up to bleed to death or suffocate. Who fucked this up?" Pillbottom replied, "We may never know. The error that created our situation was probably made years ago in some software program. You can't actually test this stuff, you know." "What do you mean you can't test this stuff?" Pearson asked. "Somebody must have run tests, like on a monkey or something." Pillbottom replied, "I'm sure they did, and most likely they all survived. They sent us 2,000 years into the past to see the pyramids being built, not contemplating there would ever be an era of this magnitude." Sarah sat down and hung her head. "Now what? Are we just going to wait to die? Do we have any options at all?" "Not unless you can dial back time and start our mission over to find the software error before it was embedded into the code they used on us. Pillbottom replied, with a trickle of blood dripping from his nose.